Hey NoFap guys, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been on a good streak? You are stacking up the days, feeling proud about yourself that you are doing the right thing. You have started to feel some of the benefits, and then suddenly one Thursday night you slip and there it is. Bam! You just relapse. And now when you try to get it going again, perhaps you managed to stay clean on Friday, but now it's like you lost all that motivation you had when you were riding high on that streak. And so now you relapse again the following day. And then this keeps repeating itself a few days on and off, because now you're not at all feeling the same drive and fighting spirit as you had during this initial streak. Does this sound familiar to you? Pause the video right now and let me know in the comment section below if it does. So why does this happen? And more importantly, what can you do about it? Well, there are actually several reasons behind why this happens, but the biggest reason is because the streak in and of itself is reinforcing. Please listen carefully now, because if you understand what I'm about to say, well, the secret to solving this lies within what I'm about to say. Remember when I said that during your streak you felt good about yourself for putting in the work and making it happen? This means it feeds your identity of being someone who is doing the right thing. And that's what I mean when I say it's self-reinforcing. The identity the streak creates helps with keeping you going. But then when you relapse, you feel that you lost that thing. And since it was self-reinforcing, you also lost the very thing that drove you forward and made it easier for you. And without that backbone, it's like you're giving up and you give yourself permission to go crazy. You fall into black and white thinking. The solution here is to realize that you have to become good at relapsing. Listen to that again. You have to become good at relapsing. So what do I mean by that? Well, the truth is that 99% of people will have several relapses during their journey. And this means that even though they suck, relapses are still a part of the journey. And if they are a part of the rebooting journey, it also means that rebooting is not just about stacking up day after day with zero porn. But it also includes and means that you will have to become good at handling yourself correctly those days you happen to slip. And here comes the key, so listen up now. Remember when I said that the biggest reason you start binging after you break a streak is because you feel that you broke that identity of being someone who is good and does the right thing? Well, this means that if you then can realize that since relapses also are a part of the journey, if a relapse happens, then you can still find pride in being a person who does the right thing in that setback moment. And doing the right thing after a relapse is to get right back up on the horse without giving yourself permission to go crazy and start binging. So this means that even if you relapse, you do not have to lose your identity of being someone who does the right thing. And thus you do not lose that backbone thing I talked about earlier. That thing that makes you have this intrinsic drive to stay on track and not go crazy. This is what I mean by getting good at relapsing. It's a paradox, my friend. In order to finally stop relapsing, you will first have to get good at relapsing. But somehow people are incapable of seeing this paradox, so they fall into the trap of black and white thinking after a relapse. It's a skill just like everything else in life, and if you keep practicing this, you will get better at it. Now I know, I fully understand it can be tough to get the hang of this on your own. And so if you want to shorten the learning curve, you can read about my 4-step bone crushing system using the link below. And oh hey guys, speaking of avoiding binges after you have broken a streak, did you see a video I posted recently where I talk about 3 powerful signs that NoFap is working for you? No? Well, if not, take a look at the video you can see on the screen right here, and you will discover something that, well, just take a look right now and you'll see exactly what I mean.